Good morning, Tux. I see the chickens out here. Everybody's out here, thank goodness. Oh, goodness. Well, really, with me leading them up the hill and feeding them some cat food, sometimes I have to do it a second time, but mostly the chickens are staying up the hill and out of the yard, mostly, or at least up in the woods and not down in the main yard. Good morning, Morris. Here's my other guys. Hi, come on. I'll walk them up the hill, though they get sort of confused when I set your food down and then walk away. It's a lot of exercise getting them up the hill in the morning, chasing them, shooing them, walking. I don't see the black guy 3 days in a row now, so he's either in the pen or he's gone. And of course I have this one thinking he's following me up the hill, which is not acceptable. Come on, Stripey. Come on, Stripe. Hi, Marty. Come on, Stripey. Come on. I know you got to do your morning Nandina bush rub. Wow, look at Marty being all frisky. He charged up there. Now he's doing his claws. He's watching the chickens. Hi, Mart. Hi, Marty. Good boy. Come on. Me and Stripe are going back down the hill. I'm less worried about making sure Marty follow me than I am Stripe. Come on, Stripe. Marty doesn't really wander. He goes with the other kitties go. Stripey! Stripey! Oh, herding cats and chickens. It's the story of my life. Stripey! Come, Mama. Come on. Usually if I ask nice, he'll follow. Chickens up the hill, Stripe in the house while Tux walks around for a bit. I did walk straight out and then up the hill on the driveway to get a little exercise this morning. I'm trying to do that, walk up the hill every morning now with Stripe. Stripe was in the vicinity. He didn't quite follow after me today. He was taking care of a grooming issue and he just didn't quite decide to come. But anyway, it's all good. We're going to have a beautiful day today up near 60 degrees. As you can see, it's a pretty blue sky. I would say the birds are chirping, but I'm not super hearing them right now. I'm pretty sure some raccoons around 2:30 a.m. were making babies in the front yard. When you've heard that a few times over the years, you kind of know what that is, most likely. It wasn't a cat. I did hear the chickens making some funky noises right before the raccoons. So I don't know. I went and I listened again to make sure, because Stripe was outside. I was not happy. He was outside. Marty was in the house. I didn't know where Stripe and Morris were without totally disturbing Tux and waking the neighborhood. But before I fell asleep, Stripe was in his chair in the garage and I knew he was good. So let's just say I didn't sleep well last night, and it was because of animal problems, both domesticated and wild. So when I'm falling asleep doing the video today, which I have not done in a while, well, know why, because I did not sleep well. Hey, good morning. Hi. Hello. How are ya? Good morning. Hi. Hello. I'm out here in the garage and I have all the stuff for the wreath ready to go, but I need to know if these hearts fit well on this wreath so I can print some for shopping day Thursday for Michelle, and the answer is they fit just fine. They're nice and snug. They're not going to come off. That's perfect. I had printed some for me and Michelle in Colorado last year sometime in the fall, and they're flat though, and they're printed upside down. And these are just a little easier to print without worrying about adhesion while the garage is kind of cool, although not as cool as it was. Anyway, I'm going to print this version. You can see how these pieces, and they are tagged octagon in case you're printing hexagon and octagon, hold the pieces together at the proper angle so the wreath doesn't sag. And the nice thing about these is the branch heart wreath pieces go into it from the top. It's a little different mechanism than some of the other wreaths. I think it's going to work really well. Okay, the hexagon is huge. Don't know where I'm going to hang. Oh, I guess I'm going to hang it in front of the windows there because there's no restriction on width at that spot. I need 2 more of these white things. They had the arrow up here somehow, and it looked like the arrow might have been helping to hold this corner together or something. But anyway, the arrow will go on just fine on top of having the 2 white things. So I need 2 more white things printed. And it seems like I have enough hearts. I guess I'm noticing now that I've got too much, 2 pinks and 2 reds together over here. I need a purple on that side. I've got to rearrange a little bit. They're gently pushed on. The wreath itself I pushed together hard, but the little hearts on it are light at this time. I'm happy with it. Could it use a bow? Probably. I can always hang it and add the bow later. I'm happy with it. I am. I think it's really super cute. She used pastel colors, and I'm like, no, not for Valentine's Day. That's Easter. She had green and blue and pink or something. So anyway, this is not final, but it's a really good showing as to what it's going to look like. And I know what I need to print now for Michelle for Thursday and for, to finish this one up. I would have taken off my jacket, except that the breeze is really kicking up every once in a while. The sun is fabulous though, just fabulous. We were under a fire advisory due to dry air, not a lot of moisture, and the wind. Plus we got all this fuel on the ground right now too, all these leaves that have dried out. And I haven't heard it. Usually we see these warnings recommended, don't burn, stuff like that. But nothing comes of it, so hopefully nothing will come of it. Dawn woke up and realized this morning that we hadn't had the septic tank pumped in a while. It may have been since 19, so August. And if that really is the last time, then we definitely need to have it done. So the guy will be here in a little bit, and Dawn and I have moved all of the stuff out of the way. That maple tree and this maple tree, and then there's a bunch of plant pots here on the ground, and then the rest of them are over here, and we will put it back like it was, or else no. Dawn's gonna help me move it back after the guy's done. So that machine's pretty loud when it pumps, so I will definitely try to get Stripe and Marty back in the house. I'm not too where Tux and Morris, they'll just have to go where they're not too unhappy. They'll come back. This guy had actually grown around the thing we had underneath it and had a root in the ground. So I guess if we were gonna have to move it, this time of year was the right time. And we're gonna put one of those bigger bricks that we have sitting over by the glider in the side yard in that spot before we set it back. And Don knows which way it was. He had his eye, he's made a mental note so it goes back facing the same way that it was before. And I'm gonna get back to Lego Winter Village stuff, and Don's got some stuff to do for work, at least until this guy comes. Is that you volunteering to help? Hi. Are you gonna help? So I'm starting to bring the boxes into the kitchen. Basically the rest of the boxes. And There's where they're stored off season. A very unique Winter Village Lego storage location. It's 2:40. I'm making good progress, but not as much as I want. I am stopping to inventory everything as I go. Making a photo up on Google Drive with a picture of each set or each mock that I have that I can find. And the septic tank guy, he just showed up. He's got to dig a small hole there in the ground where there's a second opening besides the big square. So anyway, it's coming. Marty ran for the hills. Tux doesn't really care. You can see there where he's pumping from the second hole. I guess there's 2 spots. It's loud. There's a little bit of smell if you've never had the septic. So $400 later.
Yeah.
And we're good for another 4 years. And Don's put a Google Calendar notice on. And Don helped me put all of my stuff back just exactly how I wanted it. So basically no harm, no foul. And as a matter of fact, I spruced a little bit of the winter look up, and it probably looks a little neater. So anyway, all good. I had to stop to feed us. I've done well. It looks like, yeah, I need a few more boxes because the boxes are gone. And I got to stow the boxes in the other room. They've all been carried back there. But first, we're having garlic shrimp. And I'm putting some of the beef in it last night, which will be really good in that cream sauce. I've got just a couple of things to add on the end before I close it up. I think those things that are left in the other room I can fit without any issue. So I'm still doing a little bit, but I don't think I'll be quite done tonight.